Hello and welcome. This is Ruth, and today I've got Justine's Farm Better Press collection, and this is one of Spellbinders' February 2025 collections. So there are some Better Press plates here, and some of them have dies to match as well. There are 5 sets, and if you want to have a look through all of these, I'm just going to show you them now, and then we'll have a little play with them and see what we can do. They're really, really beautiful, and if you want to have a look at some of the other things that I've used from Spellbinders for this month, you can check out my other videos down below, and if you'd like to subscribe and hit the notification bell, that would be very helpful too, because there's lots more things coming as well. And don't forget too that my affiliate links to all of these will be down below, so I'll get a little commission from that, but it doesn't cost you anything extra as well. So thanks very much to anyone who uses those. Now, this one is Cotton Ball, and it's a lovely sheep, and then we've got some lovely sentiments here, so I'm going to press these out and then we'll see them more clearly after that. They're a little bit difficult to see, and I haven't even used these yet. They're just brand new to me. I've put them all out on magnetic sheets just so that I can see where I'm going with them. Sorry, we'll go to this one next. This is Clover, and it's a beautiful big cow with horns on. Really, really gorgeous. And then one of these sentiments, which is this one up here, which I think just says happy birthday. That's really lovely. Lovely font on that. And that has a matching die. There's some other stamps as well, so Better Press stamps as well for that. And this looks really beautiful because there's lovely little flowers in the hair there. And I'm guessing that you could not only just colour those, but you could possibly add some die cuts to that as well. On the other side here, then we've got Daisy, and Daisy's a little pig. So there's the lovely little ears, little snout, some beautiful sentiments, and a matching die as well. And then a little floral element around the bottom here, so Daisy's peeping out over the top of that. Then we have the Feathered Friends. Now these are really, really beautiful, but you'll see on all of them, they're very, very detailed. But I think this one just really shows that detail off really, really well. So you've got a chicken, hen, and a rooster, and a lovely little chick here, and then some sentiments. And then on the other side, you've got dies for the stamped elements as well as the sentiments in this one. So lovely, lovely big chicken and little chick dies as well there. Those are going to look really, really lovely. Now, last but not least, I've got the Farm Sweet Farm, which is probably a play on Home Sweet a play on Home Sweet Home. So this is the whole set here, and you can build up a scene with them. And we've got the barn and the trees and animals, and then there's sentiments as well. A fantastic tractor. You don't have to use all of these together, of course, but they're really, really beautiful together. And we've got dies on the back, but you'll see here we've got a registration plate as well. So if you line this up, it's hard to see there. Let me just see if I've got a piece of white card handy. Yeah. So if you line that up on your Better Press system, you'll be able to get the configuration for putting these pieces on so that they all fit together and create your lovely farmyard scene. So I am going to go and get my Better Press system set up, and I'll be right back. I'm going with Cotton Ball, the little sheep, first of all, and I've put thank you so much along the bottom here. And I've been using the Spellbinders cotton paper to go along, cotton card paper to go along with this, and then all my other bits and pieces that I've used before. This time I'm going to try out some watercolor paper, and I've got it right on there. Just wanted to see what that was like. It looks okay for thickness. I'm not too sure, but it's just something I wanted to try. And then I'm going to go over this with my Better Press ink, and then I'll take my little Better Press system into my die cutting machine and run it through there. I'm going to ink this up really, really well first of all. See all the beautiful detail on that? It's really, really beautiful and very, very detailed, very, very small lines, and it just looks very, very pretty because it's come out really well. So I wanted to colour this with some watercolours, and I've gone to my Intense Liquid Colours by BB Cameron, and this one is Tuscany Earth. These are really lovely, and you can actually see a video, which I'll link down below, on sort of an introduction to those that I did a little while ago. So this one has got some olive green, and I've got a tiny brush, and I'm going to do the leaves here first, and then I'm going to go on and paint some of the flowers and a little bit around this. And at this stage, I'm kind of thinking, should I leave that just the way it is when I finish that and put it onto a card, or should I fussy cut and do some embossing around it? So I guess we're just going to have to wait and see what it looks like whenever I get all of this finished, and see what it looks like when it's coloured. So just sit back and relax. I'm going to enjoy this, and I hope you do too. I really enjoyed painting that, but then I thought I'd take a little bit of creative license, and this kind of the way this line was going here, I thought it made this area look like a little bandana. And if my little sheep was going to have some flowers in her hair, she may as well have a little bandana as well, and add a little bit more colour. So rather than have it just plain red, I'm going in with a gel pen here and adding some dots, and hoping that these do sort of tone down a little bit, because they're just a little bit too bold for what I'm looking. But once this paint, the intense liquid colours dry off, those will fade slightly as well. So there we are. What do you think? Should I have left that white? You can let me know down in the comments. I thought it just added a little bit more colour, and I think I might even add some gems into the centres. I haven't sort of worked on the centres of these flowers, so I think I'll add some gems in there as well. Tiny, tiny little ones. So back at the start, whenever I was looking at this and thinking, should I just leave it plain like that, I did wonder if an embossing folder would look really nice behind it. And I've gone to this Woodland Tales embossing folder. I really, really love this one because the depth and the detail's lovely on it. It's a 3D folder, and I thought that the flowers here sort of match the flowers on the little sheep. So I'm going to fussy cut this and then set it into the centre here, and then go and make my card from there, adding some of the colours that I've already got on here into the layering of the card as well. I cut that embossed panel down, and then I've put it onto some green card, and then I had some lovely ribbon. I didn't have very much of it, but just enough to go around the back here, and I have just attached that onto some double-sided tape. So you can see here that I'll just have to put a little bit of glue over these little edges, and then add this onto my card. And my card is an A6 size, and then I'm going to glue the little sheep right onto the top of that. Whoops, daisies. And I think it's rather nice. Now, I was actually going to put some of the pinks and reds maybe in the background, but whenever I looked at it closer, I thought it suited that green just a little bit better because I had enough colour on after the time I'd added that bandana and whatnot. So there we are. That's what that's going to look like. I'm going to glue it on there. But then I had a little piece of scrap card that I was, do you know where I fussy cut from? So I just cut a piece off and then set my little thinking of you into the centre of my Better Press system and ink that up. And now when I get this glued on, I'm going to trim that down and add that just below here as well. Well, you probably noticed that I said I was going to put glue on that and then promptly forgot. So the way just to handle that, I could have pretended I didn't notice, but if you put a bit of glue on some flat card and just slip it in behind, you'll be able to press that down and do the same on the other side as well. If you ever find you need a little bit of glue in somewhere like that where you can't get at it with the nozzle, it's really, really easy just to do it like that. Slide that in behind and press down. And there you are. And that's very, very useful for all sorts of things. Believe me, I use it a lot. Now, I've got the Thinking of You popped up on 3D foam pads. I backed it onto some of the green just to tie all of this together. And again, with my green theme, I'm going with these. I had thought of some flower dyes on there as well, just cutting some out and adding them on, but I think I kind of like just where we've got to now. So I'm going to add some of these little peridot self-adhesive gems, and I'm going to go for the tiny, tiny ones here and put them right into the centre. It just adds enough sparkle to give that a little lift. And that's enough, I think. So what do you think of that one? Do you think that background suits that? I thought it was really nice because it tied in with these flowers here, and I'm glad that sometimes I like a gel pen to be really, really bold, but this time I'm kind of glad that that's subtle because I put it on whenever this red hadn't dried fully, and that sort of gives you that better effect if that's how you want it. I also lightened down the nose a little bit by putting some um, water onto my brush and putting it on and then dabbing it off with a tissue, and that took the I thought it was just too pinky, so it took that kind of pinky thing off it and made it more natural looking. So there you are, cotton ball. I'm going to go ahead now with Clover and Daisy and just put these through my Better Press system in the same way that I did with cotton ball. And I'm going to do them with black ink again and then colour them. So I'll do that first of all, and then I'll come back. I'll put them through the system first, and then I'll come back and you can watch when I add some colour to them. I absolutely love that one. I've loved this one since I saw the sort of preview of it, and I just couldn't wait to try it because you can get so much depth and so many different shades of brown and whatnot into that, just to give that a really realistic looking result at the end of it. So I'm very happy with how it's turned out, and as you saw there, I added just a slight little wash of blue around the outside edges of the cow, and now I've backed it onto some pink card to match what I've done in the centre of the flowers there, or these bigger flowers here. So I was going to add die cuts, I was going to add different things, but I really love it just the way it is. So again, I've changed my mind sort of midway through and decided to just go with a small card. So this is a 5-inch square card, and there's my lovely cow right on top. I really love that, just how it is. Well done, Justine. It is really beautiful, and I hope that you like what I've done with it. I've got Daisy, the little piggy, on my Betterpress system now, and I'm going to ink him or her up and then go ahead and uh, use some watercolour paper again, and then we'll do some colouring after that. Oh, isn't she so cute? Now I'm going to mix up a couple of colours here because I don't want this piggy to look sort of pinkish or bright pinkish. I want a sort of a pinky browny shade, sort of a more flesh toned thing. So I'm just going to fiddle about here for a moment or two with some of these colours. Maybe a tiny bit of scarlet and a little bit of sepia and lots of water, and see what colour I come up with. I've mounted this one onto some green card this time because I give it kind of a greeny yellowy wash around the outside, and the little Daisy the pig looks so cute. This time I've decided to add some little die cut flowers on. So these are from the Vivid Blooms collection, and I'm just going to put them directly on top of the two big flowers that are here, and then add little gems into the centre. So I've cupped the petals up a little bit just to give a little bit of dimension, and this one's going on here, and there are 3 together in that set, and I just thought I would add the other one up here. That kind of brings it all together, but it does look cute as well. So that's going right about there. It sort of balances this out a little bit too. And I'm going to add some of these little gems into the centre. And I did go ahead with this one as well and add a little gem into the centre of that flower too. You could say I really love these. I don't know about you, but I find it really hard just to step away from the gems when I start. So I've added another little one in here and one here and one here, and it just gives a little bit extra sparkle whenever you move the card around. I'm taking a white gel pen now, and I'm just going to accentuate the dots in the eyes here just to bring them out a little bit more. And that's me finished. I haven't added a sentiment onto either of the last 2 cards because I just kind of like them the way they are. So now it's up to you to tell me what you prefer, if you like a sentiment on, or if you like this kind of idea. This one's slightly different, but I just wanted to do the 3 together there. I am going to come back at another stage and do use the other ones with the roosters and the barn and all of that, but I thought these worked really, really well together, and I want to finish my video just with the 3 of these. So let me know what you think. Do you like the embossing folder? Would you have liked that maybe on the back of this one or this one? And which one's your favourite? I do have a favourite. Sometimes I just like them all whenever I finish, but I love that. I just love the colours. I love the colouring on the cow as well. I say cow, but I'm not sure that that's the way most other people say it. But I'm from Northern Ireland. That's my accent. And I just love that cow. And there's the little piggy and the little sheep. Well, don't forget that my affiliate links for all of these are down below in the description of the video. And if you have anything to say, anything nice, of course, let me know down in the comments and give me a big thumbs up if you've enjoyed it. But don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. All of that helps my channel. Subscribing's free, and if you use the affiliate links, it doesn't cost you anything extra either. And all of that supports my channel. But thanks for watching anyhow, and until next time, happy crafting. Bye bye.